Alphen.
Yeah?
I never appreciated until recently just how much you were always there to support me.
It goes both ways. You've helped me keep going more times than I can count.
Maybe, but I still wanted to say thank you.
Okay. Warte, steht hier schon wieder dieselbe Gruppe rum? Ne, nicht ganz, aber der Typ ist immer dabei. Wenn man mit Gerüchten Glauben schenken darf, sind nicht nur die Zügel außer Kontrolle. Offenbar rebelliert noch eine Gruppe von Panzersoldaten. Nach allem, was wir wissen, könnte dies am Anfang von einer Art Aufstand sein, meinst du nicht? Das ist absurd. Wir können denn solche Verschwörungen aushecken und glauben, dass er damit davonkommt. Wenn man gegen den Herrscher rebelliert, rebelliert man gegen die gesamte renaische Zivilisation. Es ist so oder so schwer zu beurteilen. In der Geschichte von Lenniges kam es noch nie zu so etwas. Es ist einfach zu wenig. Diese Station wird am Ende zerstört und wir fliehen alle nach Dahna. Das ist meine Voraussage. Wenn die Dinge sich nicht bald beruhigen, sollten wir nicht ein Raumschiff aufsuchen, damit wir von hier entkommen. Nicht um ein Raumschiff für andere Zwecke als den Kampf um die Krone zu betreten, benötigen wir die Erlaubnis des Herrschers. Wo ist der Herrscher? Warum ist er nicht hier, um unsere Notzeit zu führen? Wo ist unser Führer? Ach, da oben ist eh nichts, ne? Haha! Oh, da ist ja nix. Schweinerei.
I see a medic and supply officer over there. If they know you're with me, they'll likely offer their assistance.
Ja, los, Assistance. Täuscht mich meine Augen oder wurde mein Geschäft von Lord Ochalim und seinen Dienern gesegnet? Ich geb dir gleich einen Diener ins Gesicht, Alter. Renaischer Gladius. Das schaut nicht anders aus wie das erste Gewehr, oder? Das ist aber nicht das erste Gewehr. Angriffsschuss. Mega-Fauna-Knochen. Renaischer Cestus. Cestus, also hört sich an wie ein Tumor oder so. Renaische Historia. Hermesstab. Ey, kann man das Ding überhaupt richtig packen, Alter? Ich meine schon mal hin. Das hat doch da voll die Löcher drin. Greif einmal daneben. Oh. Alter, ich kann das bauen. Alter, plus 157. Heuschreckenkralle. Go. Oh. Ah, Gargantobone. Wo krieg ich denn das her? Dunkle Mähne. Objekte kaufen, verkaufen, war eh nix. Kaufen. Da haben wir 10, 12 Traubengelee. Was war Traubengelee? Achso, okay, das ist Orangen. Haben wir 12, 11, passt. Mehr will keiner. Nein. Warte. Zubehör herstellen. Kann ich jetzt hier dieses Zubehör herstellen? Wiederbelebungsring. Die Mystik-Reif oder wie das Ding geheißen hat? Nein, jetzt gehen wir weg da. Bla bla. Rasten. Ich kann alles machen. Kampfheilen, erhöht Angriff 11, Verteidigung hoch. Bald die übrige Wirkdauer weniger als die Hälfte. Okay, Haferbrei, Verteidigung hoch, Erfahrungsboost S, Angriff S. Machen wir Angriff L.
I must admit, I'm rather proud of this dish.
Alter, er hat nur irgendein Zeug reingefüllt. Jetzt wollte ich sagen, halt, was ist los? Euch allen zu dienen, mein Lord, wahrhaftig. Ja, aber wo haben wir hier gepennt? Wir haben doch hier nicht geschlafen, oder? Miguel, verstorben. Wir waren Miguel. Achso, ja. Alter, die schauen speziell aus.
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Well, so much for them not wanting to fight.
Ho! I am Lord Dohalim of Helden Menentia. I command you.
Threats to the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not, if they want to fight, they got one. Its armor's too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest. The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
Here's the
This
Where
one's
are
all
you
mine.
going?
Fall back. You're finished. You picked the wrong fight.
It's weakened.
This ends now. Rising Wyvern. Devastation.
Here's a healing.
Also die halten halt voll viel aus, mal was geht mir ab. Nein! Ich bin da reingesaugt worden. Oh. Ja, hau rein. Die halten so viel aus, die Schweine. Wo ist denn der Typ? Mach mal. Da.
In a bind? We're not finished! Blade! Talon Hurricane!
Ah, sehr schön.
Flashing Fang! Michael!
Und der nächste.
Blow them away!
Oh, das war's.
Those soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so far.
Ja, ziemliche Misskerle.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just attacked without warning.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by Dohalim's presence either. Indeed. They seemed to recognize us as enemies, nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied Zeugles during experiments here and there, but not much else.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we met back in Ganath Haros. The ones in blind devotion to Volron.
I've never seen anything like that here on Lenegis before.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here, and the soldiers are their way of letting us know.
What with the Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron, we're starting to develop quite the growing list of adversaries. At least we'll know to keep our wits about us.
Ich bin ja eher begeistert darüber, dass die durch diese Masken sehen können, dass die glasige Augen haben. Willst du mich verarschen hier? What the hell? Da ist einer von diesen dämlichen Heuschrecken. Ah. Scheiße, ich schaff's nicht mehr, Los, einfach in den nächsten Gegner rein. Nein. Ja, okay, vorbei. Das sind jetzt die Zügel, oder? Alter. Alpha. Zeig euch mal, was Alpha ist, ey.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and pummel it to me. Now you see what I can do. Just getting close.
Dance in the wind.
Eat this. Far enough.
More for the stockpile. Raging Sleep now.
You require here now.
I'm only getting more
Take this. You're mine. Slash. Sonic Hurricane. It's over.
Und drauf. Nein, wir wegspringen die Sau. Ah, okay, ab einem bestimmten Ding. Ab einem bestimmten Ding rennen die immer, geht es nicht mehr so schnell runter. Dunkle Mähne, spaltender Titanzahn. Wow. Nee, eigentlich brauche ich ihn. Ah, fuck, Alter, komm, wenigstens einen Kill mal davon. Gottes Spielerin.
Where are you going? As if the normal creepy crawlies aren't disgusting enough.
Oh ja, was ist mit dir los, Alter? Zweimal nacheinander?
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Dragon shell!
I'll heal you all.
I'll finish you here and now! Armor won't save you! Rising
Healing circle.
All good things come to an end!
So, und jetzt legt die mal hin. Und dann laden wir hier mal voll auf.
can't get out of this.
You're mine!
I'll tear you apart.
I'm just getting started!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Danke fürs First Aid. Gleich mal wieder voll drauf. Und gleich mal wieder weg. Oh oh. Ich glaube, der hat ein Problem mit mir. Der hat ein Problem mit mir. Folgt mir ruhig, wenn die anderen auf dich eindreschen. Nee, nix zu. Ja, wenn man aufsteht. Alter, wie halt schon wieder da voll drin ist. Was ist mit ihm los, ey? Nein, warte. Ah, fuck. Alter.
You see what happened there as you crossed me.
Schon wieder?
Sonic thrust. This one's all mine. Eat dirt.
Volle Ladung. Sehr gut. Aber lass mich doch wenigstens mein Ding noch zu Ende machen.
Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw. Take this. I'm not done. I'm on. Flash. My turn.
Ah, fuck, der schlägt noch ein zweites Mal zu.
Now I can carve through arms. I'm not done. I'm ready.
Oh, Glück gehabt. Ah, ich hab schon wieder auf den Log gedrückt. Irgendwie habe ich immer so eine Gewohnheit, immer aufs selbe zu drücken. Gargantua-Bohne, da krieg ich das her. Oder Bone. Aber was ist hier schon wieder los? Ja, komm, der damit, Alter.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
I see one, eh?
Lunar corruption! Lunar field! Photon rage!
That gun out of your hands!
Rise and rend!
You picked the wrong fight!
Lightning condemned! Lunar corruption!
Try this!
Hear me! Flame of doom! Burning! Water! Here I go!
Blow him down!
Red!
Now he's a glue!
Will this hurt?
Too fast! Stand back! I'll trip it off! I really owe you one! Sonic thrust! Release! Coming through!
Ah! So kann ich das machen. Wollte eigentlich schon lange mal anschauen, ne?
Inferno!
That's my cue! Where are you
Shut him
going?
down!
In here!
You're mine! I'm not trying
Nein! Nein, 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 nein!
Raging cascade!
Ah ja, brech das mal.
My healing one!
I can handle it! More
We're not finished! Swallow dance! Take this!
Raging storm!
Rising wyvern!
Do it!
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade! Not a chance!
In here! Lunar corruption! I'll be invading this way!
In a bind!
Bleib mal hier stehen jetzt.
Rising wyvern!
Lightning lance! More with that came! Do it! Raging cascade!
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Echt, ich hau halt echt immer auf dieselbe Taste dann.
With this, I can become even stronger.
Ah. Rezept für Erdbeerkuchen. Ey, schaut jetzt so voll wie Alien-Viecher aus, ey, aber.
No backing down!
Ich meine, die haben vorher schon so ausgeschaut.
Here goes!
Boah.
Gemini Aqua! Annihilation!
I won't show you any mercy!
Crossblade! Dance in the wind!
No escape! I'm rising wyvern! Shattering out!
I'll be boosted!
This isn't looking good! I'll smash you!
Here's a healing art! First
I
aid!
owe you one! Dragon
Wing
shell!
back! Validity! More where that
Here I
came
come!
from!
No
Illuminated
escape!
flame! Forward up! Holy reload!
Rising wyvern! It's time! Take this!
Lunar corruption! I never miss!
Watch it!
Dance
Here I
in the
come!
wind! Here's a
Rising Viper! That's the flame inside me! Yours to be let free! You're finished! Damn it!
Aha, ihr müsst da weiter draufhauen. Oh.
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Here, let me help.
Burn in hell!
First
Take
aid,
it! All
so
finish you here and now! Rising Viper!
Astral energy!
Was halt diese Drecksviecher aushalten, ne?
We can really make
Alter.
weapons with this?
Jetzt müssen wir uns beeilen, damit wir wenigstens den nächsten Gegner so besiegen. Ah, ne, das ist Sichelboy, oder?
Soldiers don't seem to have any qualms about attacking on sight.
Scheiße, wir müssen uns so kalt machen.
I have a bad feeling about this. Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy glitter! Holy ray!
I'm not done! Swallow blade! Inferno punch! No further! Time to cross blade!
Hear me! Flame of fury!
Take this!
Can't be swallowed! Hear my call!
Rising Viper!
Swallow dead!
It's go time! Here I come!
Here's
I
the
can
healing
carve through armor! Swallow blade!
I can handle it! Go
I'll
get
finish you here and now!
Tunnel!
Try like none can! The flame inside me yours to be let free!
Illuminate magic!
Here you are!
Holy ray!
Inferno turret! Just I'll finish you here and now! Inferno turret! Try harder! Not a chance!
Raging storm!
Swallow blade!
Tunnel!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
So.
Inferno turret! I owe you one!
Watch this!
Sonic thrust!
Power of flame!
Warum kann ich es nicht machen?
This is looking good! You're mine! Swallow blade!
Warum kann ich es nicht? Warum hat er das jetzt nicht eingesetzt?
Sonic thrust!
Anything in armor is all
Here I
mine!
come!
I'll smash you!
Raging cascade! I never miss!
You're finished!
Watch it!
Need to be here.
So, leg dich hin.
Not today!
A new lease on life.
I'm ready! Rip and tear! Can't get out of this!
Come on,
I'm on this! I'll crush you!
Warum hat das nicht funktioniert? Irgendwie muss ich da mal schauen, was ich da machen muss.
Reflexes! Tenebrous
Weil ich habe vorhin eigentlich nur auf Ding gedrückt und dann hat es funktioniert. Oder muss ich es Flammen...
here's a healing art.
now I'm in the groove!
Lethal assault in the wind.
No escape!
By the power of flame, illuminate the dark. By the power of flame, finish without a
Swallow
light.
blade!
You are
Try
gonna
this.
pay for that!
Inferno turret! Here I come!
You're done!
Devastation!
Rolling snap!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Resuscitation.
Try harder!
Ah, fuck. Ja, ich habe nicht aufgepasst. Und ich habe mir keine Tränke des Lebens gekauft, merke ich gerade.
Bring you back from death's abyss. Raging resuscitation. I'll heal you all.
Warte mal, er schießt die Dinger.
Here. Healing circle. I'll be saving this one.
Watch it!
Try harder!
Armor won't save you!
Lunar corruption.
Now or never.
Here goes.
I'm not done!
In a bind?
Rising Wyvern!
Nothing gets by me.
Devastation! You picked the wrong fight!
Thanks. Just what I need. If it's in the sky, it's
Wie konnte ich denn das machen?
That'll bring you down. Holy land.
Here I come!
Now I'm in the groove!
Here's a healing art.
Look sharp!
Komisch.
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Oder muss ich da irgendwas erfüllen?
I know fine weapon material.
Alter,
when I see
Heuschrecken.
it.
Oh, Alter, aber ich krieg trotzdem bloß 2 von diesen komischen Bodendingern. Wie schaut's mit den Objekten aus? Orangenstele 9, goldenes Ananas 12. Feldhandbuch. Artefakte, Hilfe. Kämpfen. Mystische Artes. Halte während des Überlimits und nach einem Arte-Treffer 2 der folgenden Tasten gedrückt, um eine mächtige mystische Arte des Charakters zu aktivieren. Aber Alter, ich habe doch auf L2 gedrückt. Und dann hat es plötzlich funktioniert. Habe ich da aus Versehen echt 2...
Engaging! I'm not done!
Not on my watch. They really don't give up, do they?
Bring him down! Take this! I'm on it! I'm not done! Slack! Rising Wyvern! Devastation! This one's all mine!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
You're mine!
Just what I needed.
So, leg die bitte.
Thanks so much.
Here I come!
That freaking does it!
Devastation!
Finish without a trace.
Watch this! I'll tear you
Now,
apart!
Kikara!
Ah, weg mit dir, bevor das losgeht.
Prepare to crumble!
Will this
Now! Here I come!
Here it goes!
Armor won't... Now I'm in the groove!
Take this! Rising Wyvern!
By the power of
Swallow
Take
damage!
this!
without a trace! Let Astralion eliminate the tower!
You're mine!
Here, hold your hand!
It's over!
First act! Where are you going? Do it!
Ah, gut.
Toasty!
Bird strike!
Now! Take this! This one's all mine!
Eat this!
Blast! Seal!
Eat this!
Saving
I'm not done!
Hey, warum war das jetzt wieder weg?
You picked the wrong fight!
Inferno punch!
Das war jetzt komisch. Warum war das wieder weg?
Flashing fang!
My turn!
Annihilation!
Strike! Start up! I'm not done!
Now!
Swallow blade!
Kikara! I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Boom.
These bad guys really don't mess around.
Shit. Aber damit können wir echt einen Haufen Zeug abkassieren, was wir später brauchen können. Okay, hier sind noch welche drin.
This won't be easy. Don't be such a pessimist. I'm only getting started.
I'm not done!
I'll heal you all.
Eat this!
It's like trying to keep up with a wall.
Flash you!
Healing
You're
circle.
mine! No escape!
Water.
Try
Here I
harder!
come.
Not a chance! I'm not done!
Red.
You're mine!
Here's the evil.
Sonic thrust!
Freeze Lancer.
Prepare to be sealed!
Here's the healing arc.
Mirage!
Illuminate. Holy glimmer.
In a bind?
Here I come!
Ah.
Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Will this help tear you apart?
Und dann nochmal drauf.
Eat this!
Healing
Take
circle.
this!
Hurricane.
Right off! Rising Wyvern!
Reload. Wind astral
Eat this!
energy.
Devastation.
Healing arc. Come forth, aid. Where are you going?
Solo dance!
Rising Wyvern!
Eat this!
Devastation!
I'll run you
Will
through!
this help? Photon. Dance in the wind. Air
Ah, nein, nein, nein!
You're finished!
Will mich auch der Drecksack nochmal angreifen?
In a bind?
It's over!
Let me
Devastation!
help. First aid. Now, Kikara.
So, jetzt voll drauf hier.
Prepare to crumble!
Here,
Not
let
a
me help.
chance! Not today!
Sighted.
Mirage! Rising Wyvern! Devastation!
Do it. This one's
So,
got
hau
your
drauf.
name on it.
Ashes to ashes!
Here's a healing arc. Gale force. First aid. Mega ray. It's time to finish this.
Jetzt machen wir es halt dann selber.
Die. Consuming wildfire. Radiant light. Here.
Warum war das sogar die Ding oben?
Armor won't save you!
Illuminate the mega ray. Come forth. Holy glimmer. Power of one. Annihilation.
Look sharp! Lightning
Ich
Tiger!
muss echt die Überlimit-Dinger mal aktivieren, dass die... Oder freischalten.
I can feel my power growing!
Was ist denn hier los, ey? Ach, da ist dieses Gras. Ah, während ich das nehmen kann, doch das nicht weiterlaufen. Was soll denn der Scheiß? Ja, jetzt schaffe ich es eh nicht mehr. Ah. Lauf, Forest, lauf. Ah, nee. Na, ignorieren wir die nächsten einfach mal. Ah, scheiße. Oder auch nicht. Oh, oder doch. Ah, shit. Oder auch nicht. Oh Gott. Nee, es tut mir leid mit den zwei Viechern und...
This one's all mine!
How long are we gonna keep this up for exactly?
Keine Sorge, mir geht er weg. Das ist mir ein bisschen zu tasty. Meint ihr ernsthaft, die haben Teleport? Stimmt, wir hatten, glaube ich, in irgendeinem Ding auch schon mal einen Teleporter. Oh oh.
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was sovereigns only.
Alphen.
Yes! It opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What?
What the?
Alphen.
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Dahnan. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for. Let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dahna. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to, she looked exactly like Shionne.
It was Naori. Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Alter, der Name
She
wurde
really
dreimal
does
genannt.
look like Shionne. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Dahnan astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dahna's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegus. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Shionne, you okay?
Yeah, it was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dahna from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dahna or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
Okay, das schaut nach einem fetten Bossfight aus, oder? Ich meine, warum sollte da das Ding da sein? Halt, warte, wir sollten vielleicht erst das nehmen und dann speichern. Wir können uns nicht hier einfach herporten, oder? Nein. Okay, jetzt gibt's Stress. Ich hab gespeichert, ne? Ja. Oh ja, es gibt Stress.
Faria, how did you get in here?
Wait, something about her isn't right.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
A summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power when...
We can talk later. Here it comes.
Das Ding schaut voll cool aus, Alter. Gepeinigter Glieder. Mir peinigte Glieder.
How about with a stone that looks suspiciously like a master core?
Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handle the Douglas. Then we get some answers.
Now,
Hit a word! Rising Phoenix! Take this!
healing from
Enough done! First strike! Get storm! Here I come!
Alter.
Where are you going?
Rising!
Ready to go!
Stardust!
Take this!
Here, let me help!
Devastation!
Great aim!
Boah, der beutet sich einfach. Aber jetzt legst du dich erstmal wieder hin.
Oh, you are gonna pay for that! I'm not done! I've let you all down.
Resuscitation! I'll heal you all!
Here I come! No escape! Swallow blade! I owe you one.
I'll bring you back!
Was macht er jetzt? Boah.
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Now or never.
Alright, it's down.
Oh, ernsthaft? Das hat funktioniert?
Not today!
Oh, leg dich gleich nochmal hin.
Try this!
Hurricane! You see what happened there as you crossed? Shouldn't have done that. Can't get out of this!
Lunar corruption!
Strike!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy
Try
glitter!
harder! My turn! It's too much!
I'll heal you all!
You're mine!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy
Wie einfach nochmal zuhaut.
You're mine! Rising
Pull
over!
myself together!
I'll smash you!
Not
Na, leg dich erstmal hin, Penner.
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Raging cascade!
swallow blade!
This!
Rising wyvern!
Healing circle! Warp and crumble! Ready to go!
That's
No escape!
Eat that! Whirlwind smash! Gemini off! That move!
Here comes the big one!
I'm just getting started!
Hier ist schon wieder was bloß vom Wirbel, der Sack.
Here I come! I'm not done!
This world!
Try harder! Not a chance!
First strike! Here's a hearing!
Here I come!
Oh, shit. Eins können wir mal reinhauen. Rena.
For that! I owe you one!
I'll bring you... I'm ready! Lightning orbs!
Take this!
Dance with the
Swallow
wind!
blade! Rising wyvern! I won't lose!
Here, let me help!
Not now! Not ever!
I'm not done!
in a bind.
You're...
Now
Here
that freaking
goes!
does it.
Searing flame!
Ah.
Take this!
Go again.
Slash!
Raging
Rising wyvern!
I'll heal you all! Swipe!
Eat this.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Leg dich mal hin, Penner.
Sleep
Swallow blade! Try this! Burn!
Rip it
Right.
back. I'm just getting started.
Rising wyvern! Devastation!
Glacial spear! Here's evil from... That'll bring you down!
Denied.
Oh, violent darling! Here's a healing
Take this.
now through all!
Slash.
First aid!
Rising now!
Need to pull myself
Was war das jetzt?
Hear my call!
Stay away from my friend!
Hear my call!
You're mine!
Hear me! Lightning to death! Thunderblade! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy
No
land!
further! Is this it?
One more!
Oh.
Mega ray! By the path, it can't be happening!
Ah, nein, die Shionne ist tot.
I can't Raging storm! Puddle! Dance in the wind! Field! A new
Not done yet! Here I come!
Mega ray! Back into the
Rising
fray!
wyvern! Devastation!
Lightning orb! I'll bring you
Leave
back
the
from
charges
death
to me.
Here I come!
Resuscitation!
Pierce
Light
through.
astral energy!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Try this!
Thanks so much, Fred!
Infernal! We've got him on the run!
Don't get cocky!
Right. Still anyone's fight. This one's all mine!
What's this?
Lightning orb!
Ignite!
Anything in armor is all mine.
Raging cascade!
Rising phoenix!
Blood! Here! In here!
Do you require a help?
Into the shadow! It's about to
In a
strike!
bind.
Look sharp, everyone!
Air thrust! You must handle!
Alter, wie er halt mich doch erwischt hat.
Here we go
I'll
again.
bring you back
Eat
from
this.
death's abyss!
Not my finest.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Lass ihn in Ruhe, lass ihn in Ruhe, lass ihn in Ruhe.
Will this help?
Ja.
Not done yet!
I'll heal you! Oh! A new lease on life! This one's mine! I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
I'm not done! Swallow blade!
Resuscitation! I'll heal you all!
Here I come!
Far enough! Healing!
Ah, scheiße.
You. Stay away from my friend.
Das ist nicht geil. Das ist überhaupt nicht geil.
Prepare to be sealed. In a bind. Shattering of pieces. Attack time. Now I'm
Warum ist der Shionne schon wieder tot?
today. I'll tear you apart.
Ich habe bloß nur Elixier. Super. Wobei, wir können den Dual ihm einwechseln, ne?
You're finished. Rising weapon. Devastation.
I'll finish you. Do it.
Oh ja.
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life.
Okay. Dann verlieren die halt einen Haufen Erfahrungspunkte, aber scheiß drauf.
Now it's just her. Faria, can you hear me? Faria.
She's preparing another summoning.
The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more. Dohalim!
Forgive me.
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shionne, please. Can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case...
I'll take her off your hands.
You? Avakir, what are you doing here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit. I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones, if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almadria. As for Tarnigan, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that. Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already passed, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shionne.
Huh?
Thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad we could stop Faria without hurting her.
You all did much for her as well. I'm most grateful.
Oh, shucks. We're on the same team, right? Let's move on.
Ich kann mich nicht hierher porten, oder? Fuck, Alter, wir gehen jetzt einfach mal noch ein Ding hoch, ey, weil ich will... Oh, ich hätte speichern sollen und aufhören. Ich wollte eigentlich aufhören. Neue Erinnerung.
What is it, Rinwell? Do you hear something again?
Yeah. It's that voice.
The will of Dahna's astral energy.
Bom, bom, bom.
What? There's so much astral energy. But where's it all coming from? It's almost like it's alive. Die Dornen waren damals schon da.
That was the spirit channeling ceremony just now. No, it was more than that.
What the hell was that? It felt like everything was on the brink of... like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
An empty void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it. The end of time.
The visions of the apocalypse you've been seeing. If I'd known how bad they were,
So, everything we just saw, those were Naori's memories, right?
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking directly to us. At least I know they weren't mine.
That power flowing into her, it reminds me of Shionne's thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe...
Maybe my thorns are made from that same astral energy?
If that is the case, We just found the missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago. No, more than a link. Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
I've never felt astral energy so powerful. What was that?
If it's the same energy your thorns are made of, it must be dark astral energy, right? And isn't that something only Renans have?
Correct. Dark astral energy is possessed by Renans alone.
And when enough astral energy gathers together, it develops its own form of sentience. If so, maybe that complete oblivion is exactly what the Renan astral energy's will is wishing for. But why?
I don't know. Will can be a pretty vague thing to nail down. It's more of a feeling, just like the will of Dahna.
But the will of Dahna is made up of astral energy too, right? And if that's what's been showing us these visions... I don't know, should we really be getting so involved with this thing?
Dahna's will would never want oblivion.
But you can't say that for sure!
Cut it out, you two. Squabbling over theories will get us nowhere.
Let's keep moving. If it's Dahna's will showing us these memories, then I'm as clueless about its motives as any one of us. But if it could lead us to the truth, then I want to find out more.
Shionne's right. All we can do is keep going. If these really are Naori's memories we're watching, there could be truths in them I was never aware of. And I think they may be the kinds of truths I need to confront if we're going to keep fighting.
I'm sorry about what I said earlier. Come on, let's go.
Finally, we begin to understand what the thorns are.
Yes, and their source. A ceremony that occurred 3 centuries ago.
But we still don't know how to get rid of them. I just hope we can find a way.
Alter, was macht ihr denn jetzt schon wieder?
Soon, we might very well learn the truth behind Shionne's thorns, as well as my own past. I have to be ready to face anything. Whatever happens.
Erstmal
I
umdrehen.
just need a little time first.
Oh, Alter, wir brauchen auf jeden Fall erstmal Tränke, Mann. Ja, das heißt, wir dürfen den ganzen Weg nochmal laufen. Dann speichern wir jetzt an der Stelle ab. Und wir sehen uns dann wieder in der nächsten Folge. Wenn wir dann alles über Shionnes Dornen erfahren und wahrscheinlich, was der Alphen gemacht hat. Weil, Alter, scheinbar ist aus diesem ganzen Ding irgendwas Böses entstanden. Die haben zu viel Astralenergie gesammelt und dann ist was Böses entstanden. Tja, deswegen dunkle Astralenergie, hä? Sherlocks, Alter. Das hätte ihr ja auch so wissen können. Pfeifen. Also ich meine jetzt nicht euch, ne? Ich meine die Rena. Es ist jedes Mal so, oh, ich muss die dunkle Energie kontrollieren. Oh, die dunkle Energie übernimmt mich. Oh, ich muss alles zerstören und böse sein. Na, wer hätte denn das ahnen können? Egal, danke fürs Zuschauen. Macht's gut und bis zum nächsten Mal. Servus.